The Haylou GT1 Plus is finally in the house, and let's put an end to the request, shall we? Selamat malam! Good afternoon everyone, Kenneth here, and today we are going to be unboxing this highly requested earbuds. It's going like crazy, I don't know why, but anyway, let's check it out, see if it's any different to the Haylou GT1. And also, I've just unboxed the Haylou GT1 Pro. Maybe the video will come before this, maybe after this. You can go check that out to see what is the difference between the Haylou dual mode updated chip to the old master and slave Haylous. And if you're asking why do I have a Haylou GT2 box here, is because I found these boxes to be very similar, and I don't know where my Haylou GT1 original box went already. It's been quite a while since I started my channel. So yeah, let's inspect the box here. Aside from the naming difference, there's a Qualcomm logo here. The only difference is slightly bigger case on the GT2. We have 380 mAh instead of 310 mAh on the GT1 Plus. So if you're like me, actually wanted the best of the best that Haylou has to offer, you want to get the GT1 Plus, and I expected that it's got the Haylou GT1 Pro case, you know, the bigger battery that lasts forever, and also it has the Qualcomm QC3020 chip inside, which is gonna be killer. But that's not the case. You still have the old small case of the Haylou GT1, which actually I appreciated, but I know for a lot of people it would be better to have the bigger battery of the GT1 Pro. That's why I recommend it over the GT1 on my Haylou comparison. So if you appreciate the smaller case, then you will get the best of the best that Haylou has to offer. I have been rambling too much here. Let's just unbox it. Oh my god, I can just tear it apart. As far as I remember, the box, the icons here on the side are exactly the same. So let's see what is inside. Is the unboxing experience gonna be the same? At this point, I have unboxed like a lot of Haylou products now that I kind of getting bored with the unboxing experience. So far, nothing has changed from the original Haylou. Do I have the original Haylou? Wait a second. Alright, the original Haylou is here, the earbud that started basically my channel. Let's compare it a little bit here. I'll put B-roll so that you can see. On the front here, there is nothing different, maybe slightly thicker font and logo overall, and at the back I can barely see the writings on my old Haylou. Same old micro USB cable, unfortunately. I knew this actually, but I'm kinda wanting for more because my current champion here, this is a Transmart Spunky Beat. If you can get this at $25 US, this is gonna be fantastic because this kills this case. The battery is the same, but you get USB-C, you get included USB-A charging cable. It's just built better overall. Anyway, here we are dealing with the Haylou design that's small and compact that we all know and love. Actually, I forgot to mention that there's a small hole beside the micro USB here. That's for charging indicator. It will light up red when you're charging, but you cannot know the battery status of the case to see if it's out of charge or not. You have to use it until it's completely drained. Then you put the earbuds and it doesn't turn off. That means the case is out of charge. But you probably know that, right? So now let's talk about what are the differences between this Haylou GT1 Plus and Haylou GT1 Pro that I have here. So what you get with the Qualcomm chip is basically latency-free video watching experience, but gaming mode is not present here. So you will have 300 to 400 milliseconds of lag when you are playing PUBG, COD, or any real-time games at that on the Haylou GT1 Pro or the GT1, not the GT2. It does have gaming mode and it's not perfect, but it gets close enough to minimize the latency when you're playing games so that it's playable at the very least. The next thing is also you will get aptX support. If you have a higher bitrate, music files, FLAC files, waveforms, if you have the lossless Tidal subscription, maybe you can hear better with this one because it's utilizing the better codec, or you don't have the aptX here, but you will have still the good AAC codec, so that when your music is already AAC, the Bluetooth transfer will just transfer it as AAC instead of converting it to SBC then playing it to your earbuds. It's still good enough for most use, and I think that both of these will perform just as well. So that is what we're going to test. I'm gonna take my time listening to this and comparing it so that you will know whether this is really worth getting, or you'll be better off buying the Haylou GT1 or the Pro. And lastly, this Qualcomm chip is very efficient. It is well known that any earbud that uses QC3020 chip will have crazy good battery life and CVC 8.0, so that the phone calls will just sound plain awesome. We're going to test that out, not latency though, but call test. I'm going to compare it with the others. And now let's see how the Haylou GT1 Plus handles pairing to your phone. So we're gonna take my phone right here. I'm going to take one out, and actually both of them. The right side is blinking so fast. I think it is pairing to my phone, like it is searching for a phone, and yet we see Haylou GT1 Plus R there without dash, without underscore. It's just clean name. I think I like it more than the original naming. And also classic QC3020 chip, it has this extra Bluetooth pairing request. So when you pair to one, it automatically pairs the other one so that you will be able to use both of these. And the left side is Haylou GT1 Plus L. If you see my Transmart review, it's not quite dual mode because you cannot switch between these earbuds really seamlessly. Whatever you take first is going to be the master earbud. Then when you put the master earbud, it will briefly disconnect. Then the other one will search for your phone. So it takes a couple seconds, but it's not the instant switching that, you know, music literally don't pause when you change between earbuds on this one. So yeah, let's see how this one sounds. Okay, I was only listening to one song, but can I comment for a bit? Just now when I was listening, I instantly noticed GT1 Plus has wider soundstage and, you know, better separation. So I'm glad to actually see there's like, you know, improvement to the Haylou sound. And also when I hear it at full volume, I noticed that it's slightly louder. It's like one click louder than the Haylou GT1 Pro. And the last thing is, on all true wireless earbuds that I tested with Qualcomm chip, they have this ding that indicates you when you're playing or pausing that is not present on next song or previous song. But on the Haylou GT1 Pro, you don't have any sound at all. It's actually a pretty nice confirmation that is useful whenever you tap something and you know that you tapped it right because you have the feedback. It's nice. Okay, so let's continue listening. And okay, let's do a classic here. It's not a classic, but Crush by David Archuleta. If you're born like the same year as me, then this is my classic. Okay, so Crush by David Archuleta. This is a pop song. I didn't expect it to be like this. Actually, Transmart is, you know, it's a little bit too bright in this song for me. I just can't believe I'm pulling myself an act, you know, like I'm switching my favorite brand to Transmart, but like the next day I put out another video taking like, oh, I'm back with Haylou. I don't really want to say this, but I have to say this. The Haylou GT1 Plus is the best sounding on these three right here. Let me explain. David's voice in this song on the Haylou GT1 Pro, the separation is not that good. Like, it's pretty much in the center, and going to the end of the song, there's this backing voice with the main vocal, and it's not really that different on the GT1 Pro, so it's kind of cramped in the middle. But on the GT1 Plus, it's so much nicer. Like, it's so much pulled apart, and like the backing voice is like, you can feel it right there. The main vocal is in the center, and there's this bass like kind of down. The bass is more tight here and more control. So my pick for this one is gonna be the Haylou GT1 Plus. This is actually starting to get interesting. Let's move on to my review playlist. Links are down if you want to listen to it. I'm gonna listen to a rock song by Metallica. We'll see how it compares. Alright, Enter Sandman by Metallica, and the same pattern just repeats itself again. The Haylou GT1 Pro is the worst of the bunch here because it's just more cramped in the center. Like everything is just right there. The separation is not too good compared to these two. I mean, by itself, it's already enjoyable. The GT1 Plus is a step up over that, but don't expect like huge step up. It's just slightly nicer that you can hear, you know, the drums, vocals, they are more well placed in the song. So here actually you will hear the vocals more forward, and also the drums have more, you know, like rumble around it, while in the Transmart you will hear the guitar and the drums like more in front of the vocals. It presents itself brighter. Hi-hats, the cymbals, they're more piercing. So it's a matter of preference between these two, but it's clear that the GT1 Pro is the worst of the bunch here. So at this point, actually, I'm afraid that this video will be too long. So I'm just gonna listen to a lot of songs here and tell you the main points about like what are the differences between these two actually. Maybe I'll compare it with the Transmart even more in depth later on in another video. Let's just continue, okay? Okay, I've set my mind. Let's put the Transmart out for the moment. I'll discuss that in another video. GT1 Plus is definitely the best sound that Haylou has to offer. You can hear the violins, you can hear the drums, the vocals, all these crashes and cymbals. It's just so much better on the GT1 Plus. I noticed that the most on Speechless by Naomi Scott, right? It's just so amazing. This is just how I like the song to be like played. I've also listened to some other songs. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen, that is also amazing with the Haylou GT1 Plus. It's just so much more polished there compared to the GT1 Pro, not even mentioning the original. It's just slight difference anyway, but this Plus is definitely a bigger jump than going from the original to the Pro. And Hotel California, I'm kind of debating whether I like Transmart sound or this one, but definitely it's just much more tight here. All the vocals or the instruments, the bass, it's just, I'll better stop saying things now. So that is it, the sound quality. If you have been tuning into the video until now, thank you so much. Let's just go straight into the call test, see if this is any better compared to the original and the GT1 Pro. Okay, so currently you are listening to the microphone on my iPhone 6s, and right now I'm gonna take these out and let it pair to my phone, and it automatically switches to the earbuds from the phone. So do you notice any degradation in sound quality? This is just indoors for now. I'll try to make an outdoor call test, maybe a latency test, if I decided to make any full review of the GT1 Plus. Anyway, I try to make this as complete as possible to you so that you'll know. So right now, let's change from the GT1 Plus to the GT1 Pro. You know, I'll just like take these out. Sorry. Okay, so right now, currently you are hearing with the Haylou GT1 Pro, and I can hear a very strong electronic noise on the left side here. So, wow, surprising. I don't recall I had that on the previous earbuds. I don't know if this is a variation in production or it's just like this. So let me know if you have this issue as well. So what do you think of the sound quality? Haylous are not the best known for phone quality, and yeah, this is how the Haylou usually sound like, but this is the updated chip. Let's change into the original OG Haylou GT1 that I got 6 months ago or something. Let's see how it stacks up. Okay. All right, now it appears this is the Haylou GT1. And what do you think of the sound quality? Is there any difference with the Haylou GT1 Pro? Or I'm going to switch back to the GT1 Plus. So if you currently have the Haylou GT1 and you're upgrading to the GT1 Plus, can you hear any difference in sound quality? Let's do that right now. Okay, so this is the GT1 Plus. Is there any difference in sound quality? Does this sound the clearest of all three earbuds that you just listened to? And yeah, that's pretty much it for the call test, I guess. This is the speaker again. I'm just gonna talk a bit, to see. This is what you are currently using if you have your phone just in front of you talking. And does this sound better or not? Do let me know down in the comments below, and that's will be it for the call test. Okay, so I want to do this re-recording of the call test of the GT1 Plus because I just can't believe the intense amount of interference that was happening right there. I don't know what's the reason behind that, but I still want to include that in the video for keeping sake. But here is right now I'm connected to the left side. You can hear how do I sound? Do they sound different? And right now I'm just gonna test switching between the earbuds. So this is the left, and maybe the interference is on the right. I don't know, but we'll try. I'll put the left side back into the case to turn it off. So in 3, 2, 1, and there you go. So this is the left side should be off now, and right now maybe it's using my phone. Yeah, it should be using my phone right now, right? Or, okay, I don't know why, but it's still written Haylou GT1 Plus L here, even though it's off here. So, we'll see. I'm just gonna do this. Does the switching happens very seamlessly or not? I am actually not sure what's happening right here, or is it actually using the microphone inside the case? No, it's charging those. Anyway, I'm gonna put the right side back into the case. I'll take the left side out. So, here you go. Right side into the case, 3, 2, 1. And the right side is right now on charging. So, yeah, it's still written Haylou GT1 Plus L. Anyway, this is it. I just can't believe the call test would be worse in the GT1 Plus. And this is just like a little sample to let you know how these really sounds. So that's pretty much it. Back into the video. Alright, conclusion time. Actually, I wanted to just unbox this, and turns out I didn't unbox it at all. But you get your user manual. How to reset is right there. Don't lose it, or maybe I'll make a video about it. You've got your USB charging cable, micro USB, and then your extra ear tips. Nothing more. This is one problem that I forgot to say during the comparison. So there is a brief moment of static noise. I can hear it on the GT1 Pro before you play a song, before the music starts playing basically. But on the GT1 Plus, there is no such things. Even when not playing music, I cannot hear any static noise. So that's really good because I can hear some on the Transmart Spunky Beat. And yeah, I don't see these will have the problems that I have with the old Haylou, such as those pairing problems, all those connection problems, dropouts. It's probably very minimal here. And again, I am not doing latency tests because I think it will be exactly the same as the other. You can watch my Transmart or Edifier review. Those use the same chip as this, and those perform exactly the same. And last but not least is, what do I think about the GT1 Plus in the broader sense of true wireless earbuds? I think this not only the best sound that Haylou has to offer, but the best balanced sound that I like the most out of all the earbuds in its price range. Forget the QCYs, forget the Haylous, forget the Transmart. If you like balanced sound, go for the GT1 Plus. But unfortunately, it has downsides such as, this case, micro USB, no battery indicators, just Anyway, the only good thing about it is being small, and I don't know if a lot of people will appreciate that. Even though I do, but I would rather have a bigger battery inside a case now compared to having a smaller case that I have to charge again and again. And also not to forget that you cannot put a foam tips here because the case just won't fit. But fortunately, the ear tips that's included is always so great that I just put my Haylou ear tips onto my Transmart. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want the best sound out of all Haylou, go for the GT1 Plus. If you want to game though, you have to go for the original GT1 or the GT1 Pro because these don't have gaming mode. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenneth, and again, oh my goodness, thank you so much if you have watched until this very end. I will see you in the next one. I don't know how long this video will be, like half an hour. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. When